Alright, howdy peeps and peoples. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I got a quick vidget for today. What's going on here on the job site? Stevie is at Kenny's trying to finish up their little section from the big tree knob where we cut the big trees right towards the end and get Tiny loaded out, get out of there. Big Daddy and him is working on some crossings and some drainage, and Roger's doing some skidding of treetops and stuff to get the ground secured, get everything finished up, and get moved over there where I've got started over here at I forgot what this side of the road was. Yeah, I forgot. But I crossed the road like a chicken across the road. Start on the other side where I'm cutting at. I'm trying to make Stevie a yard. Here's the landowner. Here's where the yard's going to be. But it's all in trees. This is going to be a home site later. So we got to clean this all out. Everything that I'm cutting, the only things that I'm cutting is the big stuff that Stevie's not going to root wad and pull up out of the ground and stuff to save on the construction work later for the house. But I need to get my job done. I've been cutting trees at Brutus over here, and I got 3 hand cutters and a little bit of Brutus cutting to get finished up in this corner, because when they get over there, I need to be gone. So Roger shows up towards the end of this, and when Roger shows up, that means Stevie's within probably 15-20 minutes of getting there. So I have to bam, 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 let's get this thing done. This is daggone stressful. Had a wild morning. It's just continuing. Story of my life. Not crybabying. Just full. Just damn tired. All right. Let me get the whacking. Hope I don't make a mistake. I'm half spazzed out today. It's the type of day I'd make a mistake. Who am I kidding? I'm half spazzed out every day. Try to add drama to everything, but there is a lane to my left, and that out in front of me is a county road come through. Well, it's like I don't think it's an HOA road. I think it's a county road that you seen me cross earlier. And there's houses all around, and there's power line. So I have to keep all this inside the property line. And there's some old boy with a red truck just pulled up, start hang out, watch it on. And the boss ladies is watching. Rose and Nancy are over there watching. I just don't want to make mistakes, you know. So it's adding to it, and the fact of the matter is I'm crunching. I'm trying to get this knocked out before Stevie gets over there, and now I don't have room. Look, the big grapple's right there. I'm trying not to hit it. And I can't just throw my butt anywhere out there, because if it hits a little tree that swings out and then hits the power line, then ourselves a D-limit. And the guy sitting in the seat of this cutter right now just knocked down the neutral wire, that skidder over there yesterday, and the power company already had to come out fixing the wire, so I'm not feeling so hot about my capabilities at this point in time, if you see what I mean. I get these a little bit done with Brutus here. I'm going to skidder and jump on Puddin' and get these last 3 trees down. And then I get them topped and get the heck out here before Stevie and him gets over here, and then they're sitting there staring at me. Why ain't you got your job done? what I'm more focused on in this point is I'm moving. You see, I'm moving them little trees and stuff like that. In this little quick point part of the process, what I'm trying to do is get stuff out of the way and make a landing for these big trees. Because the last thing you want the trees to do is hit something smaller, and then that thing turns out 90 degrees from the fall and swings out there and hits a power line. So I'm trying to make, all this stuff's going to go anyways, but I'm trying to make a landing zone for these big trees to hit without shrapnel flying out and hitting power line, houses, whatnot. There's stuff all over the place. This is tight. It don't look tight the way I recorded it because I didn't cover good enough of cameras because I was in a time crunch, but it is tight. It is, just trust me, it is tight right here where I'm working.
Beautiful way. Well, I'm starting to get back used to it.
This part got funny. I'm so used to working alone because I'm trying to stay out ahead of the crew, so I ain't got multiple people tied up doing what I'm doing. And I go to get in the skidder to push it, and I look over and Roger's already sitting in it. Well, thank you, Roger. He must have trolled up in there when I was cutting that tree. So, yeah, it's just funny because it comes like startled me, like, whoa, there he is. But, you know, the way I do my thing here, if I do my thing right and keep this crew moving, I got to get my stuff done and be out of their way when they get there to do any, or to have trees on the ground when they need to skid. I always need to have my part done and out of their way every time I can, so I'm not slowing people down when they get over there. So I just get accustomed to doing my own pushing and stuff like that, because that's what it takes to keep the flow moving. You know, it ain't always the right way to do it or the safest way to do it at times, but it does keep the crew moving. It takes that extra little grit and that extra little focus and stuff, but it does keep the crew moving. I'm doing a triple hinge here on the right hand side of this Shumard Red Oak. Oh, let me jump back in here because it's been a while since I've done a triple hinge video or whatever. But the triple hinge, what that does, that goes on your tension fiber. So what that tree is leaning, it's leaning over my left shoulder pretty hard. And over my left shoulder is that skidder, Brutus, power lines, neighbors' houses, county road, all that mess. So the triple hinge on the right hand side of the tree, on the tension side of the tension fibers, the triple hinge, what it's going to do is hold this heavy top red oak, which red oak's heavy top wood, heavy top trees, medium density wood. And I just asked Roger, say, hey Roger, did you go out and check traffic? It's going to be close enough. I don't want to drop it without knowing where traffic's at. And that's coming from me. I'm pretty cocky on that type of stuff. So if I'm worried about him checking traffic, that means yeah, it's leaning pretty hard. Even though he can't look up and see it. And this I just know me. I've hung around me for a while. So if I had Roger go check traffic, I'm pretty nervous about it. So, but this is my last tree. I get this down, I won't. Now that we got this thing done and the trees are on the ground, I'm going to top these out real quick with Brutus and get my butt out of the landing zone so Stevie and Roger and Big Daddy can come over and start organizing this thing to where they can start setting up a yard, because there's going to be quite a bit of footage come out this thing. So I need to be gone. Thanks everybody for watching. Everybody have a wonderful day. Please hit the buttons and all that stuff. See you on loggerway.com, and everybody have a good one, and don't forget to smile.